When I was a Christian, I was always talking about Jesus. Now, I am talking about myself, of myself, because that way I am not criticizing other people. I'm not pointing out the deficits in other people. I am pointing out the deficits in my own life, and that way I'm not judgmental of you, but it still offers people an empathetic voice, and it still offers people the opportunity to resonate with my experience and have them feel not so alone in how they feel. And it's windy. I'm hoping the wind doesn't catch my microphone. And so here is what I want to talk to you about today. I was thinking how now that I am no longer Christian and follow the religion or faith of a separate God in duality, a God separate from myself that I have to please and follow the commandments, now that I am no longer in that consciousness, I have become a much more balanced and well put together person and human being. My anxiety levels have completely dropped away because that factor of pleasing your Lord, the factor of pleasing your master, as you know, that separate entity from yourself is no longer there. I don't have to worry about pleasing God anymore, because in the oneness consciousness, realizing that I am God and God is me, God is having a human experience known as Renee, I become completely sovereign. In a way, I become, how can I say this? The doing has fallen away. The service aspect has fallen away, that I have to do something for God to make God pleased with me, right? When God is in fact the human manifestation that is known as Renee, living her everyday life, everything becomes acceptable, and you don't have to think in terms of everything being bad habits and vices and addictions. That's quite to the contrary. Because now I am so centered in myself, and I cleared out the anxiety and the fears and the insecurities I had before. I don't have any addictions. I don't feel wrong in my own being and am constantly, unconsciously trying to escape myself, right? So I don't have to self-abandon. I can feel completely at ease within myself, within my being, knowing that everything I am doing is quote unquote pleasing God, because God is the one having this very unique experience known as Renee. So I don't know if this makes sense to you as you're listening to it, but it's like I say, since I abandoned my Christian faith, I have become healthy psychologically and emotionally and physically, and I'm just a well put together person. And it feels nice. It's a good way to live, to not have these subconscious fears of offending God or not pleasing God good enough, or being that sinner that just can never be good. The only good as a sinner that you can have is that God looks at the blood of Jesus and kind of closes his eyes to your decrepit condition. But that's not at all how God is or what God is. That's a construct that we as humanity developed in our veiled awareness, in our unconscious non-awareness. So, yes, so no longer being a Christian has made me a better human being. I can finally live in peace and in rest, and I don't have to perform to meet Christian standards for a Christian God.